Hey everybody, Jade here. Today I wanted to do a little bit of a different video because I wanted to try something out with my Switch. Um, as most people probably know, the Switch is region free, which means that you can import Japanese games, which is great because a lot of the older Nintendo systems were not. They were region locked. But a lot of times you would then end up with the roadblock of the game being in Japanese. So you would have to know Japanese in order to play it. We're going to see if that's the case today with this, which just came in the mail. I ordered. This is the new Detective Pikachu Returns game that came out at the end of 2023. And so, like, a lot of times back in the day, a game would come out in Japan, and then months, if not a year later, it would come out in America once it was translated. Nowadays, they kind of like don't put the game out until it's already translated. So you get the game and it comes with multiple languages on it. So if what I've heard is true, either the Switch itself, which is set to English, or the game will ask me, and I should be able to do a fully English version of the game. The reason that I went with a Japanese one in the first place is because this game retails for $50 new. American copies go for about 40 or so used. And for some reason, the Japanese ones go for about $15 to $20. So I got this one for $15, brand new, sealed, off of eBay. I'm assuming maybe just because Pokemon's so popular in Japan, they printed a lot more copies of this game there, and it's probably a little bit more scarce in America. So that's probably why the price is so much cheaper. So I was like, well, I definitely wouldn't pay 40 or 50 bucks for that game, but I would sure pay 15. So I ordered the Japanese one, and we're about to find out if this will play fully in English on my Nintendo Switch. So this is an American Switch OLED. Not that it really matters, because Switch is, like I said, a region free. So they actually really sealed this one tight. So it's a little bit harder to get the plastic off than usual. Okay. So the box is definitely going to look a little bit different with between regions. Sometimes you'll get different box art. I think the art is the same on this game. The only thing that's different is obviously the text, like of the logo, is in Japanese instead of English. And then the back of the box is all in Japanese. Also, like, their rating system is a little bit different looking than the ESRB that we have in America. So we're going to pop out the cartridge, which, other than saying -JPN at the end and being in Japanese, pretty much looks like a standard Switch cart. So we're going to take out, where's my Switch game card? We're going to take out whatever I have in there now, which I believe is Pokemon Scarlet, because I was finishing the DLC epilogue. And we're going to put in the new game. And that should pop right up on the home screen. Okay, Detective Pikachu. So it actually shows up with the English icon, which is letting me know that this seems to recognize it as an English copy. I don't know if we'll have to do any further changing of anything in the settings, or if it'll ask us what language we want. Okay, so boom, the first thing that comes up. I don't know if this would happen on the English version if you bought it. Sometimes English games do, and I always just select English without really giving it a second thought. But I don't know if the American version of this would do this. But display language, we're going to go with English. And then we would like to apply that, yes. And then voice language. So we can just go to English for that, and then that way they won't be speaking in Japanese. Apply the following selected change, yes. And then I believe from this point on it should be exactly identical, yep, to if we had purchased a American cartridge. Now this obviously won't work on all games. If there's like a game that only comes out in Japan and like doesn't come out in America, they might not even do an English dubbing for the game. and they might not
The
do
name's Pikachu,
English text.
and I'm what you might call a great detective.
So yeah, you can tell that that's definitely playing 100% in English. So if there is a game though that you wanted to get, like say, a game comes out and for whatever reason it's not out in America, or it is, but it's just cheaper in Japan for some reason, or maybe it's coming out, a couple months later in America and you don't want to wait, you can definitely import a Japanese copy, and as long as you check the website's info, it should tell you whether the game supports English language or not. And in this case, it did, both the text and audio. So I basically can play this like as a normal American English game, and I only had to pay 15 bucks for it. So I will hopefully get my money's worth. All right, that's it for this video. Until the next one, I will see you guys later.